Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the turnover, here's Locke. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 1st down Broncos as Locke finds Jeudy. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's response.
Through an opening, and there he goes.
Showtime today, baby.
All the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A 3-yard.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Locke working out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Throwing now is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
For the 2-point conversion.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete to Chris Godwin. It's a gain of 8. Brings up third.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not. Broncos 32-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the
big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Buccaneers 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. KJ Hamler returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Locke. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try again with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hamler now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And down he... Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lock. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay. Turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun. Lock. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Tim Patrick, 46 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
21. Buccaneers 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's second down. They fake the handoff, now Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw is Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And this is incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Locke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on, right, maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And 20 pounds.
at their own 27-yard
The
line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Bradley. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Locke. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Broncos 41, Buccaneers 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Antonio Brown on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Here's Brady to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Another day, another
He
dog,
takes
baby.
this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Broncos 48, Buccaneers 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll be would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
On second down, it's Jones. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Throwing now is Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
22.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Hamler now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Return. The Broncos take over first and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a first and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. Nope.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
The tackle.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 19.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Got 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That one good for 37 yards.
37 yards.
On first down, Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. 20, 10.
Prime time, baby.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans.
Tampa Bay.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're in control here as they start first and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that two-game losing streak. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I think it's overstating it to say that he came out of nowhere. But did anyone see 19.5 sacks coming from Shaq Barrett last year? And even after he became an acknowledged guy that you had to block, he still was able to get to the quarterback. Expects to continue on that level, and there he is, adding to his totals.
Brady now on first down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Brady's throw there complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now Brady again. And that is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball, So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Brady to Gronk, a familiar ring to that one, and it's a Buccaneers first down.
And the Buccaneer.
Now Brady. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rob Gronkowski.
Rob Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Brady to throw again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Buccaneers, 38.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
Denver Broncos.
On the option, Locke will keep it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Broncos will extend their lead. They're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Brady now on first down. To Evans on the slant.
Brady.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
3rd down. And
they tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Brady going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.